Alright everyone, like I said in today's earlier Cure for Cancer reading, I might pull an energy weather update. So here we are. That one was going to be, I wasn't sure, but from another deck, I got a very similar message. And this time it's more generalized in the energy. I think it'll be helpful for somebody anyway. I don't know. We'll see. I asked the universe, give me the energy around us right now, the surrounding energies, what's going on, right? Okay. Again, there's some astrology at play. There's some planets and things that are pulling on the energy like there always is. We've got planets in certain spots and things retrograde. But we've got other cycles. We've got big cycles that are happening. One, a huge one closing out, another one opening up, or one that we were sort of in, but the other one is still closing out as we're in the beginnings of it. And we've talked about that cycle in recent readings. So what is the pre-shuffle? What did the universe have to say on the surface here? 8 wands, crossed by the high priestess. Okay? There is a hidden goat. There it is. There's that devil. You remember the pre-shuffle from the Cure for Cancer? Here we go. All right, before we move forward, there's a conversation that we need to have about some sort of hidden goat. Now, that's going to be different for all of you. The same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. This is the type of frequency that can be around internet trolls and things like that. Those people they're passive aggressive. They have hidden issues. They have issues of their own that they refuse to look at, and they take it out on other people. Other people are stupid. Other people are this. Other people are that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Right? They never look at themselves. The universe is asking everybody to turn inward here and take a look and deal with this. Okay? Because there's an energy around right now. Okay? That makes everything seem good. There's a tendency in the energy, whether you're an internet troll or not, or just a regular Joe or regular Jane, it doesn't really matter. The universe is asking you to turn inward and take a look at that goat, whatever it is. Because there's something in the environmental energy right now that makes everything seem good, everything seem awesome, everything's fine, everything's great. It's a bit of a Pollyanna sort of polish on everything. Okay? It's a little bit of that. Rose-colored glasses, you might want to say. It can be. And if you're not in this energy yet, you will be. Okay? It's the second time it's come up as the fucking sun. It came up in the fucking Cure for Cancer reading as the sun as well. It was with a fool then, but it was in a more somebody coming at you sort of sense. This is about us. Okay? And I give extreme examples. I talk about passive-aggressive people. Everybody else, there's a problem with everybody else, but they never look at why they think there's a problem with everybody else, which is a problem with them. It takes years of therapy. I mean, the people that need to hear that aren't listening. They're just calling me stupid. Well, you're stupid, right? I mean, that's just, duh. You know, that's just the way it is because it's just validating my point. But at the end of the day here, there's something. It could be a very small goat. It could be a big old territorial billy goat. I don't know. Whatever it is, we've got to take a look at it. All right? You've got to see both sides. If everything looks shiny to you, be sure and take a look at where there might be some smudges. Try and look for the smudges. It'll be easy to see the sunshine. All right? It'll be easy to see the shiny spots. Try and look for the smudges. It's like if you're buying a used car from somebody, right? You call an ad in the paper. I see you got a 1977 Burt Reynolds Trans Am for sale. Right? Remember, we used to pick on those all the time. That was the devil, right? They used to drive the Trans Am from the light seer deck, right? You guys see you got a 77 Trans Am for sale. I'd like to come out and take a look at it, right? Looks all nice from 20 feet away, but you want to get up close. You want to take a look. You want to look for rust around the things. You know, that's what the universe is asking you to do with the energy. Pay attention to the surrounding energies the way you would before you gave thousands of dollars to somebody from the newspaper who's selling a fucking junker, okay? Pay attention because everything's going to look fine. It's going to look fine, you know? Yeah, but there's something underneath it. You know, there's some rust spots. There's some holes in it. And it's those holes that's important. And that's what we need to look at right now before we move into the new cycle. We want to make sure that we're not being phony, we're not being fake, we're just looking at surface energy before we move the fool and charge into the next phase of the soulmate cycle with the chariot there. I mean, it's a mind-blowing pre-shuffle. That's why I'm harping on it. I mean, it just sort of showed up. And it's why I wasn't sure whether to take the Cure for Cancer reading and make it an energy weather update or not. It is what's going on. And if you're not in that, well, Steve, everything doesn't look shiny to me right now. You will be. The energy, it might only be a day or two for you, but whatever, you know. Before we move into the fresh new cycle, I'll tell you anyway, it's good advice to take a look and see if there's any goats. See if there's any rusty goats in the closet. All right? Take a look. I know. A lot of people do that. You know, this is human nature. This is what a lot of people do. They glaze over shit. And this next cycle is going to be one where we're not going to want to be phony. We're not going to want to just pay attention to the superficial. We're going to want, it's a very deep energy. It has the potential to be. Remember, we're going to feel things on a much deeper level with Pluto and Aquarius. So again, you want to take care of these things, because if you leave the goat, you're going to feel that on a deeper level too. Any devil energy that's there is going to be felt on a deeper level. It's not just the light, shiny angel stuff. Okay, so happens all the time. It's human nature. People will call an ad for a car in the paper. They want that kind of car. They go look at that kind of car. They don't even really pay attention. They don't even want to know if there's any rust. It looks good. Looks good. I'll take it. Right? That kind of thing. And then you find out later when you get it home. You know, oh yeah, looking at it in the light. Or somebody else, you show it to your friend or whatever. They go, oh, did you see this? Oh my God, there's a big hole in the back here. You know, didn't see it. You know, blinded by the light. Blinded by the desire. Be careful about that in this energy. That's all. Hey, I'm just a messenger. It is what it is. If you don't think it's for you, it's not for you. But a Three of Swords just tried to show itself. So let's pull 3 cards and a bottom card here. Let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Fear is your friend. Holding back. Fear is your friend. Holding back. 4 of Pentacles. It's a card of the miser. I don't tell you any stories or give you any analogies or crack any jokes that aren't part of the energy. Take these readings very seriously. I take energy reading very seriously. I'm giving an energy read, my interpretation of feelings that are in the energy, translating them into words for thousands of people. There's a responsibility there. Even if it is for entertainment purposes, there's a responsibility there to get it right. I got it right. This is my advice to anybody going to buy a fucking car. From the news, especially from some schmuck from the newspaper selling a car. I'm going to sell the car. I'm going to sell the junker in the back today. Runs great. Probably hasn't been started in 3 years. Ran great 3 years ago. Runs great. Probably fine. You know, yeah, nah, I doubt it. You know, probably going to need to be rocked back and forth, and the valves independently lubed to get it going. Yeah, it'll eventually run good. This is hold back. This is miser energy. Keep that wad of money in your fucking pocket. Okay? Don't believe what you see in the surrounding energies right now. There's some hidden rust spots. Alright? The surrounding energies right now are that used car. You want it. You want to believe that it's there. You want to believe that everything is great in it. It's fine. Go ahead. But also take a look around. Have a conversation with yourself. Find out why you want to believe so hard that things are perfect and everything's great. Don't be like that. You can't be like that. Otherwise you get blinded by those goats. And the goat, and I tell you what, if you don't know, where I grew up, if you don't know that someone's yard has a protective billy goat, okay, then you will be the first person to get rammed with some little horns right up your ass as they come up behind you, because they don't announce they're coming. You just hear this, and then the next thing you know, oh, what the fuck was that? Holy shit, and then they start going off. So again, you don't want to get blinded by the goat here, all right? So fear is your friend. I'm just going to tell you right now, in this energy, fear is your friend. And we saw it in the Cure for Cancer reading. You saw the 7 of Swords. You saw the deceptiveness of the energy. Yes, it played out to a incoming soulmate, sort of a weeble wobble kind of a thing. But it also applies to, I said in that reading, this energy applies to you as well. Pay attention. Right? Let's go. World. New cycle is beginning. We are in it. We've just got a little bit left in the trunk of the old stuff. We've got the new car. We got stuff in the trunk still, right? We got some of the old cycles still kind of leaving and blowing out. It's fine, but we are moving into a new cycle. It's a very powerful card. It's a very auspicious cycle. It is good. It is a nice sunny day cycle. I will tell you that. Okay, what's the center card here? 6 of Pentacles. Right. Before you take that wad of the 6 of Pentacles, often somebody being generous and giving money, right? What did I say about this? Before you take that wad of metaphorical cash out of your pocket, right? Hold back. Fear is your friend. Hold back. The cycle is beginning, but there's still some devil. There's still some old stuff to deal with. There's still, before you buy the house, you got to deal with the protective billy goat in the fucking yard. Okay? What's red with the world? 8 of Cups. There's still some stuff blowing out from the old cycle. That's what it says. It backs up my energy read, so let's clarify. All right, let's grab the witches. Let's cut the witches first. All right. Block your nose. I'm cutting the witches. All right, here we go. It ain't no fart like a witch's fart, right? I'm telling you right now, because a witch's fart don't play. I'll tell you. What's going on with the world? Let's talk about the world, okay? All right. All right. It's just a deck cut. That's it. We're done. And this card wanted to come out reversed. 10 swords reversed. It is what it is. And an ace of wands, that was at the beginning of the deck, bottom of the deck before I did the cut, and it's crossed by the world. Wow. The cycle that we're moving into is completely different from any cycle we've been in before. Okay? Or, well, no, not in history. I will put it this way. In your lifetime, okay? And all of you aren't old enough to, to have this not be true. So, in your current lifetime in this vessel, we're moving into a cycle that it's all new. You haven't seen it yet. All right? It's not a TV show or a movie you have seen before. All right? That's it. That's what this says. All right? So, it is what it is. The old cycle is closing out. We've got other stuff from the cycle we're leaving. The major cycle we're leaving is closing out. And it's gone. It's gone forever once it closes out. All right? So you might be selling things. You might be throwing out old stuff and getting new stuff. I mean, it could be anything. You can spot this 10 of Swords reverse, the old cycle closing out, in many different ways. Okay? You throwing out some pillows you've had for 16 years and you're buying new ones for the first time in over a decade or something. You're one of those people. I don't know. That's a sign. It's closing out. That's a big thing, right? We talk about selling cars. You're selling the old car that you've had for a long time. You're doing this and that. Whatever it is. Moving, whatever it is. It's gone. It's completely different. There are big things that are leaving. It could even, for some of you, be psychological things. Whatever it is, it's a big deal. And that devil is a big deal in the pre-shuffle. It's a huge deal. All right? 8 of Cups. Let's see where we go. It's a very nice cycle, I will say. It is. But you're not going to want to, this is also saying you're not going to want to bring anything from the old cycle into the new one. All right? Keep that in mind. And that doesn't mean, well, what about my dog, Steve? You can bring your dog. I'm not talking about that, right? But it is possible. It is possible that, I don't know. Maybe you can't. Maybe you're moving countries and you can't bring the dog. You're going to have to leave the dog with somebody else. Maybe that's possible for some of you. That's a sign of that 10 of Swords reverse too. The dog will be fine. I'm not telling you to incinerate the fucker. Go find a nice farm for him to roam around on, right? I don't know. 10 of Cups. Why does it feel like a 10 of Cups? It does feel like a 10 of Cups. It's an 8 of Cups that feels like a 10 of Cups. Well, I don't know. Let's see why. Why is the 8 of Cups here? And why did I Freudian slip a 10 of Cups on a card that I know damn well is the 8 of Cups? This is why. I will tell you why. The Star. That's powerful. That's powerful. It basically says, look, a lot of times with this card, this is an energy weather update. I'm just giving you the energy. All right? Don't shoot the messenger. It is what it is. But I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of shit. I see it in my life. I see a lot of cycles. I've noted it. Even my wife has noted it. She's spotted it too. There's a lot of things that are changing, that are just closing out. It is. It's true. It's because of this new cycle. Normally I say with the 8 of Cups, it takes bravery to walk away from 8 broken cups and walk toward your 9 cups and all that, right? I normally say that. It's crossed by the Star. I'm just going to phrase it this way. With the environmental energy being the Star crossing the 8 of Cups, I don't care if you're brave or not. This shit is happening. Okay? There. I've said it. I don't care if you're brave. I don't care if you don't want to send the dog to a farm. I don't care if you don't want a new cycle to come in. The universe doesn't care. Nobody fucking cares. I've got the most powerful card I could pull, crossed by the most powerful card I could pull. The World crossed by the World with 10 swords reversed and an Ace of Wands that's getting lit whether anybody likes it or not, and a Star, a card of destiny, card of divine timing, right the fuck now, crossing the 8 of Cups. You're going. It's happening. All right? It is. It's a very powerful cycle. I mean, it's powerful on the world stage, but I'm just talking about for you, for us, everyone in the soulmate cycle. On an individual basis, it's a wonderful thing. Feeling on a higher level. New dreams, new things. Old things come. We've seen it in recent readings where old things come back. Old passions you used to have come back. Right? Some of you taking up clog dancing again, crochet, music, whatever it is. You know, I mean, you always wanted to be an actor or something. You're 60 years old. Go, try it. I got a friend was all over in the mid-teens. He was all over TV playing the bad guy. He was in his 50s. He tried in his 20s and failed and failed and failed, and comes back after taking care of his parents, comes back to California. All of a sudden, he was the belle of the ball, right? You know, it is what it is. It's that kind of energy. But you've got to take care of the billy goat in the yard, the devil. You've got to take a look at that, because you'll feel that on a higher level. If you bring it with you, it'll be a bigger pain in the ass than it was in the old cycle because of Pluto and Aquarius. This shit is happening. Okay? I'm just trying to help you. You could take and say, and I'm sure I'll hear about it on Twitter. Somebody will say, oh, that reading is bullshit, Steve. You're bullshit. You're this. Fine. I don't really care. I don't know you. I don't care what you think. Doesn't matter. I'm trying to help. I'm giving you the same thing I've had to tell my friends and family and everybody around me that calls me and asks me and wants my opinion. So if you want to be here and you want to know about the energy, this shit is happening. There is a new cycle happening. There are big things closing out. You're all moving different speeds on your timeline. So if it hasn't happened for you yet, it will. Take a look around. A lot of people don't notice the stuff in their life that's going away. 2024 had a lot of subtraction going on with it, or this last cycle, which is more than 2024. It started around the cycle that's closing out. The core energy of it started around the beginning of 2023, the end of 2022. Okay, started around that time. It was coincidentally, it was around the time YouTube started its AI. When I had to draw the pants on the card at the end of 2022. That's about when that happened. That's when they kicked it in, around November, early December 2022. So at the, we started getting, all of a sudden, you pull the star card, she's naked, and all of a sudden I'm having 18 plus on my readings that I didn't pick. It's like, what the fuck's going on? At the end of the day, that's when that started. Okay, around that time, that cycle's kind of closing out a little bit. So whatever it is, it was a lot of subtraction to it. It was all to prepare us for this cycle that we're moving into, which is much bigger and much longer. The core energy cycle that we're moving into, that we bleed into over the course of the first quarter of 2025, takes us all the way right up into the 2030s, right up to about 2036, give or take. And it's nothing to do with astrology. Astrology happens within it. It's about energy. It's about energy cycles and patterns. And you haven't experienced this one yet in your lifetime. It's all brand new. All right? It's happening whether anybody likes it or not. I'm telling you, take a look, there's that hidden devil. Take a look at it. Why? If you're a passive aggressive person, if everybody else is the problem and not you, take a look at why you think that way. All right? That devil will eat you alive in this new cycle. It will. Strongly influenced. If I was to pick one astrological thing about the new cycle, it's strongly influenced by Pluto and Aquarius. You're going to feel everything on a deeper level. The good and the bad. All right? The goats and the angel. All right? What's on top? Look at that. Look at that. I fucking didn't know it was there. You fucking know it. I called that a 10 of cups. I said, why does that 8 of cups feel like a 10 of cups? And I shuffled, and we spent most of our time talking about that. I had no idea there's the 10 of cups right there. Verifying every word I just told you. Don't even need to talk about it. Every word I just told you. This cycle will be what you make it. My suggestion to you is bring as few goats with you as possible. Okay? As few a goat with you as possible. All right? Deal with them. Get rid of it. Why is the, whatever it is? You've got time. Why is the 10 cups here? The 10 wands. Wow. Again, you don't want to bring any burdens. What did I say? Just backs up what I said. Look how heavy that is. Anything you bring with you in this new cycle will be heavier. Okay? And that applies to the happy stuff. The happy stuff you'll feel it bigger. But anything you bring, don't bring anything that's going to weigh you down. Look, these people don't have backpacks on. They don't have anything. They're free and ready to go. It's better than the 9 of cups, in this particular context. Don't bring any baggage with you. All right? It's an 8 of cups that feels like a 10 of cups because this shit is happening, and it's red with the world crossed by the world. Pay attention. There's a lot of stuff that's closing out. It's happening for a reason. Don't get bummed about it. Help it close out. Help the universe balance energy. You'll be rewarded for that. You always are. It always brings good karma. Okay? So, is this reading bullshit? Which somebody I'm sure will say. No. It isn't. The cycle is happening. If you believe it's bullshit, you're only fucking yourself up the ass if you bring the devil. Trust me, if you bring the goat with you, if you're good, anybody who's a douchebag in this coming cycle is going to be in for a rude awakening, because that energy will come back on you very quickly. I'm not talking about people are going to take revenge on you. I'm talking about the energy around you will come back. It's like constantly, it'll be like you're casting bad spells. You know, spells that aren't manipulating energy not for the greater good, sort of a thing. Be careful. All right, that's all I'm saying. I'm giving you good advice here for this new cycle. It's a very important energy. I think you guys are more than capable. I think most of you that come here are high enough vibration that you get what I'm saying. Take a look. You want to bring as little baggage as possible into this. You can get everything you need, right? This is the Alice's Restaurant cycle. It's an Arlo Guthrie song. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant, right? You don't need to bring a bunch of stuff. You don't go to Alice's Restaurant and bring your own pancakes. They got them. It's fine, right? Bring as little as possible. Tens of the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. And I've got not only the world crossing the world in a new cycle, but I got a pair of tens here. That's fucking awesome. All right? And a good little tip for you. And a 10 of cups, which I predicted before I even fucking threw it. Amazing. Amazing. Tarot always, I'm not amazing. Tarot's amazing. It's an amazing medium. It really is. What else you want to tell everybody? Give me one card and a crossing card. All right? I mean, I've seen it in my own life, but I noticed the patterns. I notice things. Most people don't notice anything. Most people, they really don't. Most people don't see beyond themselves. They're so self-focused, it's mind-blowing. They can do no wrong. Everybody else is stupid. Everybody this and that. Leave me alone. This kind of thing. You know, I've seen this. I've seen this playing out for a while. I've seen it playing out in my own life, my friends' lives. I've pointed it out to one of my friends who said they didn't see it. I said, well, I don't see anything closing out, Steve. That's what they said. Well, I said, well, what about this, this, and this? You know, oh. It turns out they were forced to move because the apartment building they live in was being sold, right? I said, what about that? I said, you've lived in that damn place for like fucking 8-9 years. It's being sold. How's that for the universe pushing you into a new cycle? And that was just one of like 20 things I fucking pointed out that they missed, every single one of them. It's been in the last cycle all about subtraction. But that subtraction has been to prepare for the light load we want to take into this next cycle. Okay? It's been to prepare for the light load. And it even came up here. We were getting rid of a lot of shit. Help it. There's still some kind of, you want to bring as few goats as possible. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Take it for what it's worth to you. It is what it is. All right, here we go. Sun crossed by the star. This shit is happening. This is the final message for you. It's the sun crossed by the star. I mean, come on. There's your star, and the sun was part of the pre-shuffle. Again, we're moving into an area, a new cycle. It's actually a sunny day cycle. It really is. I think I already said that. It's a blue sky, sunny day, nice cycle. Believe it or not. In spite of world events that might be going on around it and stuff, and everybody like, I don't know how it's a blue sky, sunny day, Steve. I'm talking about your own personal life, your personal cycle, your personal energy, your space. Not the shit you can't change. Not the shit that's going on the big thing. I've told you. Make sure you're in this new cycle because you're going to feel everything on a high level. Because, in no small part, because of Pluto and Aquarius, you'll become a fanatic about stuff. Take your nose out of the news cycle. Take your nose out of the weather cycle. I tell you in advance, the weather's going to be insane, and the news cycle is going to be insane. Don't get fixated on it. Don't fixate on anything in this new cycle, and you'll be fine.